let's get into it. So first, let me preface with everything is that I do not hate my ex-husband. We normally get along pretty well doing co-parenting and all the things. That being said, we just were two separate people. Like, I think he was tired of me retelling him things. I was tired of retelling him things. He was tired of retelling me things. It just didn't work anymore. And we literally had just been, kind of like glorified roommates at this point. Like, we, did stuff for the kids and all the things. But then something happened, like around December, January, where the election really kind of messed me up. My ex didn't vote, and that really sent me over the fucking edge. Mind you, that was not the core reason of why I decided to get a divorce. That was just a piece of something very small in the big puzzle of things. A couple of people that I knew that were pretty young had gotten some really bad diagnosis that, probably, are not incurable. And it started to make me think, like, do I really want to live the rest of my life being unhappy? Do I really want to live in such a sedentary life? Or do I want to go out there and, even if I have to be alone for the rest of my life, that's the chance that I'm willing to take? And just today, like, I have felt like I have never really felt such self-worth as I do in this moment. Like, I'm not with anybody. I'm not in a relationship. It's just me and my kids. My mom lives with me. And I've just never felt so, like, at peace, I guess, if you will. So I'm happy that
It's gonna kick in. Yeah, it's okay to not feel it right now. It's you're still young. You're still youthful. You can go to the bar, go pick you up a date. And it's nothing wrong with that. You still have that youth in you. It's not gonna hit you that you're alone not yet. Definitely when you just got recent freedom. You know what I'm saying? And if you need it, you need it at the end of the day. Maybe it's not your person. And you're warranted for that. It's just, you know, would you rather be, I guess she did say that she'd rather be alone forever. But, until you're alone forever, you don't think that anymore. You know what I mean? It depends. It depends on what you want. Sometimes you're alone because you have to be alone forever because, the person you're looking for no longer exists. Back when you're young and your standards were lower, they're getting older with higher standards, which means one thing: they require more from you. So she's filtering herself out because she's no longer youthful anymore. So that's the problem. I tell certain women, it's like, bro, if you're gonna pick somebody, pick them young, I guess, and build on him if he has potential, or find the winner, like some women do, and then just go with that based on their beauty. But if you leave at older ages, say like 45, 50, you're looking at some trouble. Why, I say? Well, you're no longer fertile. Unfortunately, no more children. If they do their high risk, I wouldn't take that risk. And then you have the beauty aspect of it. You're no longer youthful, which makes other people look more slightly appealing, even if they're less attractive, let's say. So she can be an 8, and the less attractive youthful girl can be like a 6.5, and she'll pass because of her youth type shit. That's the gift of youth. Anyway, let's continue with seeing what she's got going on.
made the decision that I made. Again, it's not about being with somebody. It's about being with yourself and just loving being you. And I am so glad. I'm so glad and so thankful that I did that. And I'm sure my ex could say the same thing. I'm sure he could say the same thing. Um, but yeah, that's why I got a divorce. If you're not happy, go find happiness. In fact, make yourself happy first before you try to make anybody else happy. Love yourself. And that is the biggest piece that I've taken from this whole process, which is huge. So, that's it. Why did I get a divorce? Let's get
All
into
right, let's
it.
get into that, man.
So first let me preface with
I, hey, I can't really argue with her. You know why? Because this is her life, and I can't advise nobody to make wise decisions for themselves anymore because you're an adult, and Some people don't even listen. I feel like for certain women, and not all women, is that they have to kind of like fall on their butt in order to listen to you, but they won't take the advice as it is. Like they want to learn for themselves in order to kind of like do it. It's like if a chick says this guy isn't shit and he dogged me and they weren't dating, and then she's like, well, he dogged you. I want to try for myself, and then he dogs her too. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like some women just want to learn for themselves. They got to experience that like breakup like all the other girls. I won't be I wouldn't be surprised if she was using like listening to that like divorce content before the divorce type shit. Because usually they be having like outside sources and shit telling them and convincing them to do that. And yes, like I said, they can do that. It's nothing wrong with that. Like it is nothing wrong with getting a divorce if you feel like that's what's for you in your life, and then you go like that. You go from there. What do y'all think? You know what I mean? Do y'all think that your peace is worth you being alone forever? And this could be an aspect. Let's take away the financial part of this too. She doesn't get child support. Say they have equal custody, or her child support is so low because he also took care of the kid. And I wonder if she was a stay-at-home mother because that all matters. Because she might be talking a good shit now, but she says she has a home with her mother. So I don't know if that's their home. It doesn't matter. It seems like that she can take care of herself at the moment. So I guess let her be. What can you really do? I feel like guys, if they want a divorce, just give it to them, bro. Give it to them, leave them alone because they have to learn. If you don't give it to them, they're gonna keep wanting and finding reasons to kind of get it out. If they're asking for a divorce, you already mentally lost them. So, and if you mentally lost them, you physically lost them. So there's no point in trying anymore. I guess at that point, definitely if ones are not willing to listen, that case men, I would say get rid of women like this if you can. And women, if you want to leave, I would say leave too. If you feel like you can do better, if you feel like you can have better peace without them, just leave. Just be honest with them. Be upfront. Don't try to be shisty and break it off. Make it even. You know what I'm saying? And fair because you did leave. So it has to be fair, or at least please, if you didn't leave your man because he was cheating and you just wasn't feeling it, y'all wasn't connecting, you gotta give him a fair divide. You know what I'm saying? You can't just try to take everything. You know what I'm saying? Even if the judge say you can, I be thinking it's like a little conniving. Definitely if he didn't really do nothing and he was actually a good guy, I'll give him that. Like, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and kind of allow him to, you know what I'm saying, split everything in half fairly. But that's me thinking my logical man brain, right? Is your boy Angela Savage? Tell me what y'all think in the comment section about this. Is she warranted for leaving her man, or is he the problem? And again, we don't have his story, so we're just basing off what she's saying. And if that's correct, then leave if you don't feel happy. If you feel, sometimes that stress is worth it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you'll go and get a lower paying job because it's less stress. You know what I'm saying? And now you're more happy with your internals. You know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that in the comment section. It's your boy Savage. Let's go. Peace.